So, hello, good evening, everyone. I'm super excited having everybody hangout. While we wait for people to start joining this session, I hope you enjoyed yesterday's session. The video is equally available on my channel. You can go there and watch. And more important, about this is the time is not yet 6 so people can join. So we'll give speaking it is just to ensure that what we'll be discussing today is we'll be talking about a step-by-step guide on peer-to-peer trading. We'll be discussing secondary steps in the cryptocurrency network. Enjoy every bit of the session. Do me a favor of inviting your friends, your family members to this is 100% beneficial to them. Emmanuel and David will be the one handling the session, and I assure you, you will enjoy every bit of it. Thank you.
Hello, good evening, everybody. How are you doing? I am Emmanuel Adekombi. I trust we're all doing well, and I hope we all enjoyed yesterday's session. Yeah, today we'll be taking today we are talking about peer-to-peer guide on cryptocurrency trading. So I will be starting now. Yeah, so I'll be starting now. So, okay, going forward, what is peer-to-peer trading? Or what do we mean by peer-to-peer trading? We are all aware of the CBN ban on cryptocurrency trading in Nigeria, which indirectly flows that we cannot basically use our MasterCard or any of our cards to buy cryptocurrency on exchanges and all. So then how do we go about buying cryptocurrency? Well, before going forward, we would want to give chance for more people to join. So we'll give 5 minutes, then take off from there. welcome. Thank you for coming. We are still waiting for others. In a minute or two, we are going to start. We're just giving people more time to join me. Yes, so 5 minutes is actually all. So as not to keep others waiting, I think we will go ahead at this point. So today we are discussing a step-by-step guide on peer-to-peer trading of cryptocurrency. Like I mentioned earlier, what is peer-to-peer? Basically, peer-to-peer is exchange between two independent people. Two people, like you are a person, then there is another person, and you guys are transacting. Please, if you are with me, you can just type in the comment section. You can type in the comment section so that we know that you are following me. Yes. Okay, now we are all aware of the CBN regulation, sometimes about a month ago, in where CBN actually prohibited, in quotes, buying of cryptocurrency. Anyways, they came out like 2 days ago just to say that they don't want banks, only banks to be involved in cryptocurrency trading. Now, quite a whole number of people are finding it difficult on how to buy cryptocurrency, how to buy Bitcoin, how to buy Ethereum and some other cryptocurrency. Now, that is what we will be addressing today. How can I buy Bitcoin without my MasterCard, without my some exchanges allowed bank transfer there. Now that all those are not available anymore, how do I go about it? How can I do it? Okay, moving forward, it is important to know before I go on that Bitcoin itself was actually created on peer-to-peer. That's how the system was created initially. But as time goes on, some other stuffs came on, and we'll have the whole, we have everything that we have now. So I would want to say that peer-to-peer can be viewed in two aspects. The first aspect I will be talking about is what we have presently, whereby you see people status buying Bitcoin, buying gift cards and everything. That is also a form of peer-to-peer. However, the risk associated with that form is that you can easily be swindled if you are not familiar with the person you are transacting with. I've been a victim of that. I learned from experience myself, but that was almost 2 years now, almost 2 years ago. So that is not really advisable. So it's only advisable when you are familiar with the person you are transacting with, in which case you can trace the person, in which case you have a personal relationship with the person. Please, can we all hear me clearly well? If you can't hear me, please type in the comment section so that I can speak louder. So now the second type that we are going to be treating today, which is so easy and secured if you actually follow my guide, is the one on exchanges. And today we will be making use of Binance as our exchange for peer-to-peer. It is important to note that it is not only Binance that we have as an exchange that is carrying out peer-to-peer. We have OKEX. I think they just started their peer-to-peer in Nigeria, maybe some few days back. So now, going forward, I'll be sharing my screen so that we can, okay. Yes. So this is Binance. And the website is binance.com. So if you don't already have an account, you need to create an account by simply making use of your mail. Then they will send you a verification to your email address, set it up. You need that before you can go forward. Set it up. Then you need verification as well. You can either use your international passport or your BVN. Then after that, you still need your facial verification, whereby you make use of your front camera to do that. So, like I was saying, so this is Binance now. After setting up and everything, you come to trade. You can see, if you look downwards, you can see convert, classic, advanced margin, and P2P. This peer-to-peer is where the whole action goes down. This is where you exchange your cryptocurrency either for money or you exchange your money for cryptocurrency. It's possible you want to buy some cryptocurrency or you have some cryptocurrency you want to sell. Sure you get. Now, this, everything we have on screen here, you need to, everything we have on screen here, you still need to set up, but that is going to be after your verification has been done. You can see here that fiat is Nigerian Naira. We have other currencies there, but as well, we are in Nigeria. But if you want to pay maybe yen or dollars or something, you can actually pick any of those. Now, this is buy and sell. Buy, sell. If you want to buy, you click buy. If you want to sell, you go for sell. And dependent on the particular crypto asset you want to sell, you can see USDT, which is equivalent of US dollar, then Bitcoin, Binance US dollars, Binance Coin, BNB, Ethereum, DAI, and NGN. So depending on what you want to sell, so now we are going to start with buy. We are going to start with buy. Now, for instance, I have some cash with me. I want to come on board cryptocurrency. I want to buy some Bitcoin. All what I just need to do is from this USDT, I come to BTC. Yeah, BTC. Now you can see, so we have a list of people that has advertised here. Fast Deals, Chibike, Gold Store, and as you go down, you see other people. You can see them. Now, in buying, what you should observe or what you should take notice of price, the price each person is selling, then the limits. For Fast Deal, you can take a look. He's selling between 50,000 worth of Bitcoin to 96,900. So in the actual sense, if you are buying less than 50,000 Naira worth of Bitcoin, you definitely cannot transact with this person. Or if you are buying above 96,000, well, you can take maybe a bit from him and buy from other sellers too. But that is not totally advisable from my own end. I won't advise that. Sure you get. So this is everybody you have there. You can scroll down quite a whole number of them. It is dependent on what you are looking for. So let's take, for instance, now I want to deal with fast deals. I'll come to buy BTC. So you can see now, if you read everything I have there, you can see payment time limits, 15 minutes, which means once I kickstart this transaction, I must pay fast deal, the Naira equivalent of whatever I'm buying, maybe 50,000. Fast deal is selling between 50,000 to 714,000. I have to pay him that amount within 15 minutes. 15 minutes. You can check payment methods. Under payment method, that's where you are going to see the bank, the receiving bank, and maybe is collecting, maybe is collecting just one bank, maybe is collecting payment from just UBA or any bank. So now let's say, okay, I want to buy 500,000 Naira worth of Bitcoin. So 500,000 Naira worth of Bitcoin is going to give me 0.017 BTC. Then I click buy BTC. Order placed successfully here. So I'll go up. The page is loading. Yes. Can you see now? I have his phone number here, which is just for me to call him, or either to inform him that I'm making payments at the moment, or after payment for you to inform him that, okay, I've made payments. You can confirm payment to your bank account and release my Bitcoin to me. So then there is also a chat box. See, yeah, this is the chat box. If you don't want to call, if you don't want to call it, you can chat him up here, hey, or something. Get here. So, but unfortunately, it might not be online, so to say, and it might not respond to time here. So it's just best you call it. So this is the account number to which you are going to be making payments. Just copy out this account, GT Bank, and go to your bank app, transfer 500,000 Naira to Emeka Michael Uche Chukwu. And once that is done, you scroll down a bit, then you click transfer next. But I'm not going to transfer in this instance because I do not actually make any transfer of 500,000 Naira to Emeka. So once you have transferred and you click transfer next, there's going to be a prompt on the other end that Adekombi Emmanuel has marked the order as paid. Kindly confirm payment, in which case, when he receives alert on his own end, he will just click transfer payments received. And in that sense, my 0.17 BTC is going to be under my P2P wallet. It's going to come under my peer-to-peer wallet. For those that are not active traders, probably you just want to buy Bitcoin or Ethereum and keep it. You can just leave it in your P2P wallet. It's also a wallet. Whatever happens in the market, whether Bitcoin increases in value, sorry, that was wrong. Bitcoin does not increase in value. Whether the price of Bitcoin increases in value or decreases in value, it's also going to show here. So I'll be making a live example of selling Bitcoin. Selling Bitcoin, yes. Assuming you already bought Bitcoin and you transferred to your sports wallet. Sports wallet. The first thing you need to do is you need to transfer it from your sports wallet back to your peer-to-peer wallet, where you are entitled. You can only trade it in your sports wallet. Sure you get. You can only trade it in your sports wallet. So you come to transfer, you can see from pick fiat and spot to, then you pick peer to peer. Now, you pick the coin. In this instance, we are going to be using Bitcoin. Can you see Bitcoin? If you want to do everything, you can use max available, but I'm not going to be using the maximum I have here. So let me use 0.01. So confirm. So I have successfully transferred that to my peer-to-peer wallet. Now, how do I go about it? I want to sell 0.01 BTC. The first stage is transfer from your fiat, from your sports wallet to your P2P wallet, which I've just done. So you come here. Sorry, a minute, please. Yeah, you come to peer-to-peer. You can see it's loading. Okay, now my 0.01 BTC, the value is $572. So now that I want to trade, I want to convert my $572 to Nigerian Naira to money in my bank account. It's already my P2P wallet. Just go to, go to P2P. Now, you know, the other time when we wanted to buy, we clicked on buy. But in this instance, you come to sell because you're actually the one selling. So click sell. Now, this is a list of everybody selling. But I would want you to pay particular attention to something here when you want to sell. When you are selling, you can sell for airtime. You can sell for, can you see now, Alipay. You can sell for Binance Naira, and you can sell for PayPal. So you get more value. Okay, you can see when you want to sell, take for instance, you want to sell for mobile top up, you can get as much as, you can get a rate of like say 600 Naira per dollar, but you know that they are crediting your line, so it's not advisable. So you need to filter payments, filter it to bank transfer. Okay, you get. Now everything you can see refreshing here. Okay, you can see payments now, which means we are receiving bank transfer. So BTC, I'm selling BTC, not USDT. Okay, BTC. Now, this person is buying one BTC at 65,315 Naira, 549,034 kobo. This might be a little bit tricky for those that are not really conversant with the market. You might not, but for you to be able to ascertain how much you'll be getting in this instance, you might need to do a little bit of calculation. All what you just need to do is divide, you divide 0.2 by this amount you have here. But to make it easier, you can convert your Bitcoin to USDT. My account is refreshing. Yes. So in this instance, you'll be able to see the rate at which you are buying, you are selling. See now, this person now, Sam Locks rather, is going to give you 490 Naira for $1. But like I stated initially, we have a limit here. So it's buying between 900,000 Naira to 1 million Naira. So you just need to pay particular attention to what you are doing, depending on, see now, our $572 should be about 200,000 Naira plus. So after you converted to USDT, you need to look for the limits that suits you best and best price that is available to you too. So let's go to BTC. I'm going to make a live demonstration. But what you need to note is that the best available rate is always on top of the chart. Okay, you get. Now, this person that is buying this now, this rate, this six, okay, take for instance, fast pay and okay, the first three people, they are buying at the same rate. If you scroll a little bit further down, you are going to see that it decreases with time. See now, Shazam is buying 1 Bitcoin at 43,350,582. Here you get. So as you go down, the rate decreases. Now, I'm giving you a live. So now sell. So all. So if I'm selling all the Bitcoin, I transfer to my peer-to-peer wallet. I'm receiving 652. Sorry, I think I transferred all the. I can't sell everything. Okay, I'm selling 0.01. So I'm going to be receiving 652,837. All I just need to do is sell BTC. I don't want to sell BTC. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So sell BTC. Once you click sell, or okay. I will stop sharing my screen for a minute. Let me get some USDT so that we can do a live demonstration. Please hold on. I'm still with you, very, very much with you. Okay. Still with you. I'll be selling just a portion so that you can do, you can have a live demonstration. This is sacrifice. I'm not ready to sell any of my portfolio, but I need to do this so that everybody is going to have full understanding of what we are seeing. Okay. So yeah, I already sold one. So we are going to be exchanging $95 for to Naira. Yes, so yes, so I've transferred from my spot wallet to my peer-to-peer now. So you can see now, this is what I just sold now. So $95. We'll be making use of that as an example. So we'll go back to peer-to-peer. We want to change $95 to Naira. So, okay. So because I'm selling BUSD, I'm going to, BUSD is Binance US dollars. This particular exchange names this US dollar to themselves. So it's called Binance US dollars. So, okay, now, see, look at Adedun. Adedun is buying at 490.95 per dollar. And sorry, that's buy. I want to sell. Okay, sorry, I made a mistake. So I just clicked sell now. These berries, you can be sure that this is a mistake. Nobody is going to buy $1. It's more or less a movie. So once I see stuff like this, I don't even just bother. Go to just scroll down, see, you can see what I'm telling you. NGN fiat balance, which means you are not going to be getting the Naira in your bank account. You'll be getting the Naira on your Binance, in your Binance wallet. Sorry. Okay. Yes. So this is the first person that can serve us. Kingsley. Kingsley is buying $1 at 490. But look at the limits. He's buying between 500,000 Naira worth to 1 million. And I'm selling just $95. If I'm actually selling the Bitcoin, that would have been our best option. But yes, I can still trade with Victoria. I'm not selling as much as 50,000. Yes. Max use 489.22. If you want to know how much, take for instance, I said I'm not selling as much as 50,000. If he's selling at 40, I'm referring to Victoria B now. If he's selling at 489.25, just multiply it by the amount of BUSD or USDT you want to sell. If it does not fall between 50,000 to 1 million, so you have no business dealing with such person. But I can still deal with max news, sell. So I want to sell all. You need to know that before I got to this point, I already saved my bank details where I want to receive payments. That is part of the registration process. So click sell, sell BUSD. Now it's loading. Order successfully placed another. So a notification would have been sent to the buyer on the other end. Now, see, I can call him up and tell him, okay. I can tell him, okay, this is blah, 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 blah. This is blah, 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 blah. I need you to release my money and all. While I await payment from him, I want you to know that the way peer-to-peer works on Binance is that Binance serves as an escrow. This particular USD that I'm selling now, once I already initiated this, I have no access to that BUSD anymore. In which case, I cannot receive payments and run away. You get. Once the buyer sends me payment, I owe an obligation to release it because I have no business with it anymore. It's no longer in my wallet. Binance already locked that $95 that I'm selling. You get. When you are buying as well, if you are the buyer, immediately you kickstart
a trade with a seller and you already specify the amount of Bitcoin or BUS or USDT you want to buy, the seller on the other end no longer has access to such crypto to such crypto assets. Share you get. So the best thing you can do is if you don't have access to something and you've received value for it, please, why are you going to keep holding on to it? It's of no use to you. So in that instance, to a reasonable extent, for me, 90%, 95%, Binance is safe. The only place where we'll be having a little bit of issue is whereby you want to buy and you mistakenly sent more than, say for instance, you want to buy 50,000 Naira worth of Bitcoin and you mistakenly added an extra zero, 500,000 or something. And luckily for you, you have $1 million Naira in your account or something. If the person you are transacting with is not totally truthful, your money can be gone in that instance. That's where the problem lies. Normally, I'm supposed to have called. Yes, I can look up his number. Is 091376792. Just to tell him that okay, you. So even when you receive payments and you click confirm, it's not going to automatically release. You still need to input your verification code from Binance so that you are the one actually initiating the transaction. So if you look at this place, you can see confirm, release, and appeal. Once the buyer clicks that he has paid on the other end and have not received payment, you can come here appeal, which is directly chatting with Binance support to inform them that okay, if any issue at all, you can appeal, but it is best to give it time. Can you see this buyer now needs to release payments between 10, it's a countdown from 15 minutes, yeah. So he has just 10 minutes left. So let's see. While we are waiting payments, I want to show you something else while we are waiting payments. See this Express here, where we have Express. Express basically gives you it saves you time from going to the market yourself to look for rates. Express is going to give you the best market rate available. Say I want to buy now. I want to pay Naira. So you can say, okay, this is buying now. I want to buy I want to buy 1 million Naira worth of USDT. So 1 million Naira worth of USDT to give you about 237 USDT. Just click on buy. It's going to filter everything. See now, the best rates you can get for 1 million Naira will be 490.99. So instead of having to go through everything yourself, sorting it out, looking for who you can trade with, looking for who is buying between 500,000 to 100,000, you can actually just come here and do everything you have to do with ease. Trade, confirm purchase, then every other thing that I've showed you. Same thing if you want to sell, just click on sell instead of buy. trust me, when everybody was saying, CBN regulation this, CBN regulation that, I mean, I was not even bothered one bit because I knew that what CBN is doing, they are just doing their own. There are alternatives. It's only when you know Sabi, when you know follow person with Sabi route, you will be worried. Okay, get. Now, same thing for sell. You can see my balance here. So basically, I can't do it. I can't do anything here. You can change to, okay, let's assume is that BTC I want to do now. And I want to do 0.00, sorry, 0.01. So this is what my 0.01 BTC is going to give me. Then I sell. Same thing, filter the market, look for the best rate available, and it's going to push that to me. So that is how Express works. So let's go back to view to check if the person wants to sell 95 USD to as it. I've not received a lot, but let's check if on his own end he has indicated that payment has been made. Sorry. So the good thing is Binance has a mobile app, both on iOS and Play Store. So for ease of navigation, I was actually initially going to take the class with my phone, but so that everybody can just understand better and we can have a bigger screen. That's why we are taking it there. Okay. So I guess, see now, this is the person Adedo to Daramola. He has 5 minutes left. In this instance, if he does not pay within this 5 minutes, you know, I mentioned earlier that Binance already locked the funds. So Binance will release the funds back to the 95 USD. They will release it back to me, and I can go ahead and look for another person to transact with. See now, see what is there for you. You will get credit under 10 minutes. Thank for the patience. But now we spent more than 10 minutes. So basically, this is how to buy and sell. If there are any questions, I'm going to take them after the class. For now, I would be transferring, for now, I'll call Isaac to come and go on the second part of the class.
Thank you so much, Luno. Thank you very much. I truly appreciate what you've done. I really, really appreciate it. You've done very, very well. This is actually a lifetime opportunity for anyone who is interested to actually key into this opportunity, use the peer-to-peer method, and buy Bitcoin. It's just a lifetime opportunity. The most interesting part is we are giving them one of the best exchanges to buy Bitcoin from. Because at the moment, not every exchange has automated the buy and the sell order. You understand? So at the moment, I just hope that quite a number of persons can take advantage of this opportunity because it's a big one. So thank you very, very much. I'm super excited. So let's continue our discussion. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the 2 days cryptocurrency blueprint bootcamp. Already, we just had Emmanuel Adekombi, who just took us through the step-by-step procedure on peer-to-peer trading. And for those who have been having challenge buying Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency following the CBN directive, this is actually one of the best ways to buy your Bitcoin going forward. As I mentioned yesterday, these are the official organizers and even sponsors of this particular class. So if anybody is not taking advantage of this opportunity, you're actually doing yourself a big disservice. You know, one of the few persons which I respect mentioned something that Robert Kiyosaki. He said he's divesting every of his portfolio into Bitcoin and Ethereum because the economy at the moment is in shambles. The truth be told, central banking and even the government have collapsed the value of all the currencies in the world, not just Naira, not just pounds, not just euros, but even dollar itself. The bargaining power of dollars, even in America, has actually reduced. The coronavirus crisis has caused a lot of things. And so this, we should actually appreciate these two entities for bringing us this live opportunity. And as I mentioned yesterday, these are your tutors, my humble self and Emmanuel Adekombi. Then this is the outline. Yesterday I discussed the fundamentals of cryptocurrencies. Just now, Emmanuel just spoke on a step-by-step guide to peer-to-peer trading. Then right now, I'll be talking about risk and security tips in the cryptocurrency space. One of the reasons why this is very, very important is the fact that it is not just all good for me to just tell you of the good things or the possibilities and opportunities in the cryptocurrency space without addressing some of the risk factors and even necessary security tips. One of the few things which a lot of newbies actually encounter in the cryptocurrency space is the fact that they easily lose their funds. That's number one. Number two, they easily fall prey of people who will take advantage of them on the internet space. But before I go ahead, kindly just do me a favor, invite one of your friends, invite a family member for this session. And I can assure you of one thing, you would not regret ever joining this live session because this is value over those. Let me continue. Risk and security tips in the cryptocurrency space. If you can hear me, you can see me clearly, kindly go to the chat box, give me your favorite emoji, or just say you can hear me and you can see me clearly. I would really, really appreciate that so that I know I'm not just speaking in a vacuum. All right, thank you very much for those who have responded. Let me go right in. What are the risk and security tips in the cryptocurrency space? That's the first question that we'll be answering. Number two, we'll be discussing the fact that are these risks avoidable? Are they things that you can bypass? In truth, some of them are, but some of them are not. Then finally and thirdly, we'll be discussing security safeguards in the cryptocurrency market or the cryptocurrency space. But we're starting right now with the risk in the cryptocurrency space. Number one risk in the cryptocurrency space is volatility. If you come into the cryptocurrency market and nobody tells you there is a volatile asset, the person is actually doing you a big disservice. As you can see on my screen, there is a bull and a bear. By that, it simply means it is a speculative asset that rises and equally drops. Unlike other schemes or other investment possibilities that may have arisen in the past, the value of Bitcoin on every cryptocurrency in the market rises and goes down. It is 100% volatile. Let me just bring it on. Sometime in 2017, 2018, the price of Bitcoin spiked from about 7,000, reaching a new all-time high at 19,800. March last year, the price of Bitcoin came as low as $4,000, meaning anybody who had bought at 19,000 is already in a terrible loss. Now, let me just make it, let me make it calmer so you not get afraid, you not get scared. For the following, that very year, that's last year, Bitcoin grew from $4,000 to reaching a new all-time high before the close of last year at $30,000. And as we speak, Bitcoin has equally created a new all-time high at $61,000. Let me bring the Nigerian factor in. March last year, Bitcoin went at 1.5 million. And right now, the price of Bitcoin is way above 24 million. Let me just say it's about even very close to 30 million at the moment. So it is actually something that is volatile, yet there is so much money in the volatility. So number one thing which you must know about the market, it is 100% volatile. Number two, it is unregulated by the state. Quite a number of persons have equally been bothered. Part of the reason why when we started, we were complaining that if the government comes into the cryptocurrency space, a number of regulations will start coming up. Truth be told, the space needs a little bit of regulation. However, the delight of the matter is cryptocurrency or Bitcoin is not unregulated. It is regulated by algorithms, and the participants who work on the consensus network as consensus, they agree. So it is merely unregulated by the state. And the reason why it's unregulated is because it is 100% decentralized. That is for Bitcoin. We do not know the founder. We only know that his name is Nakamoto Satoshi. We do not know his face. We do not know anything about him. He does not even control the network. We, the participants, control the network and decide everything in that space. But now the government are coming up with laws, with policies from Nigeria to India to China to Russia and all, attempting to regulate this space. And let me tell you the truth of the matter. The more regulations spring up in the cryptocurrency market, the more the price of Bitcoin will keep rising. Let me tell you why. It is an advert. The Bitcoin forms a resistance to itself. So the more the government tries to regulate it, the more the price keeps rising. Why? Because it is like an advert for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not a Ponzi scheme. It's not a pyramid scheme that can be controlled by anybody or manipulated by anyone. The best you can do is to adopt. So it is unregulated by the state, and that is a risk factor. Number three, it can be affected by redenomination or forks. Let me just bring this home so that we understand. When we talk about redenomination or forks, it is just like you trying to divide the particular asset, or you're trying to move your product from a particular network to another. For instance, there's this particular coin called BTCST. Sometimes last week they conducted a redenomination. There's another coin called Venus, and quite a number of them, Cream and all. They conducted a redenomination, and some of them were even hacked. Now, at the process of redenomination, they were moving from Ethereum smart contracts to the Binance smart chain, and it heavily affected the price. The price dropped from $400, over $400 to below $50. Well, and it has actually shaped the coin totally. The price dropped heavily. But the good news is this: it can still be better. Let me continue so we can talk about that later. Number four, you are susceptible to financial loss. For those that maybe trade on, or you have maybe heard of PancakeSwap, Uniswap, and all, in those particular exchange platforms, those are places where coins that are not yet listed on major exchanges start. Now, there are some persons that invest in projects which are not yet live. At that point, being a new technology, fake projects, fraudsters actually take advantage of that opportunity, create a pseudo project, make market rounds and adverts, talk about it so much, and end up crashing the project, whereby Anybody that invests in it 100% loses his finances. So you can actually lose your money if you're not very careful, if you don't conduct proper research. But before I go forward, are these risks avoidable? Some of them are, but the only one I know is not totally avoidable is the volatility. The price of Bitcoin or other cryptocurrency must go up and come down. However, it moves in cycles. It does not have to be 100%. Number two, you do necessarily have to carry out your necessary market research to ensure that you are investing in a legitimate project. Number three is the fact that you have to listen to news, check up some news on Twitter, on Bitcoin news and some other platforms to hear of coins that have been affected maybe by denomination or their DNS has been attacked or something. Those are actually part of the ways the risk can be avoided. Then let me add the number 5 to this. Some of these exchange platforms can be hijacked. There can be cyber acts on them. However, for blockchain platforms, decentralized blockchain platforms, it is difficult and almost impossible, but not totally impossible for them to get hacked. So if you are using platforms like blockchain, like Binance, your funds are safe. Let me continue. Then let me just go to the security safeguards in the cryptocurrency space. But before I discuss security safeguards, I will just try to explain a little bit of what is a private key, what is a public key. Are there differences, or is there a difference between private and public keys, and the security tips? I'll just highlight a few of them. A private key is seen like your signature. It is like your ATM password, which is only known by you and can give you access to the blockchain platform. Now, listen to this. One of the major features of the blockchain technology is the fact that it is immutable. On the ground that you have to constantly remember your password, because there is no remember password in the blockchain technology. So your private key is your signature or ultimate access, your ATM password, your ATM PIN, your email login to your blockchain account, to your Bitcoin account. And the truth is, your blockchain is actually, or your private key is more like a bank for you. So you must constantly remember that your private key is essential, absolutely essential. Public keys. Public keys are the particular key which you give out to people to send you funds. It is seemingly like your bank name and bank account. That is the best way I can explain it to everybody for us to understand. Now, the public key will be inserted in the blockchain where you want to send out funds, and the person send out the amount of Bitcoin, US dollars, or what have you to that particular key. I hope you're following. Let me know you're following. Let me know you're following. Just tell me you are following, you are following, you are following. It gives me the opportunity to still continue. Because if I keep talking and you're not following, it doesn't follow that way. Let me know you're following. Okay, I can get a few persons already giving me emojis and all. Thank you very much for following up till now. So let me just try to differentiate between private key and public key. Your private key is simply your signature to your blockchain wallet, because Bitcoin is stored in wallets. Whereas your public key is your address book where you receive funds. That is how simple it is. That is just a major difference. So let me just quickly discuss necessary security safeguards in the cryptocurrency space. The first, which I would like everybody to understand, is not your private key, not your Bitcoin. I know at this point, quite a number of persons are trying to buy Bitcoin, are trying to secure one or two investment possibilities on the internet space. But as much as possible, do not give out funds for people to buy. Because if anybody is controlling your private key, it is as good as the person is controlling your bank. He can wake up tomorrow, he or she, the person can wake up tomorrow and move all of your funds out of it, and there is nothing you will do because it is 100% immutable. So it is not your private key, not your Bitcoin, meaning keep your private key reasonably secret. Keep it secured and to yourself. It is very, very essential. At most, the reason why anybody can care to know of your password or your private key is because of the fact that life itself is a risk. There's no assurance of tomorrow. So at least one person, maybe a nest of kin, which should even be, you can actually write a will. That is even better. Write a will and document your private key here and hand it over to your legal practitioner. That makes a lot of sense. Number two, use a simple password or use simple passwords. The reason is because, as I mentioned earlier, the blockchain technology operates on an immutable ledger. In circumstance of where you forget your password, you may never be able to log in. Let me bring this point home. 2 years ago, a close friend of mine forgot the password to his blockchain account. At that time, he had worth of 2 million Bitcoin on his account. Bitcoin was about 13 to 15,000 then. That was 2 years ago. At the moment, that particular Bitcoin is worth over 10 million. But he does not have access to it because he has forgotten his password. So your password is like a lifeline for you. If you forget it, that is all. Number three, never share your password. There are some circumstances where the server of exchange platforms are being attacked by cyber criminals. And one of the things that they mention is you can actually share your password with them. Some of them even push you on your email. They call them phishing, or even spam you on your emails, telling you to click on some links or share your password with them. Kindly don't make that mistake. Do not share your password with anybody, not your private key, not your Bitcoin. Number four, possibly you can consider dividing your assets. How do I mean? In circumstances where you have about 5 Bitcoin, 25 Bitcoins, rather than putting all your eggs in one basket, you can create multiple wallets with maybe the same password or slightly different password, and divide your asset into all of those wallets. It makes sense that way. They are part of the necessary security safeguards. Number five, update your software. Part of the things in the cyberspace is the fact that softwares that are not being updated can easily be hijacked by cyber criminals to manipulate your account, to steal your wallet and all. I recall vividly when Binance started, it got hacked. That's the most interesting part. So there's no exchange platform or there's nothing that cannot be hacked, but it's just that the blockchain technology will continue to remain. But the only way you can prevent this from happening is by updating your software, update your Binance, update every of your exchange platforms. They are updating their security checks. So equally help them out so that you are equally protected. Number six is write down your seed phrases. For people that use Trust Wallet, SafePal, and any other one which you can integrate to PancakeSwap or Uniswap, one of the things we usually mention is your seed phrase. As much as possible, there are about 12 letters. Even Tron has his own. Tron, yes. Write that seed phrase somewhere. Write it down somewhere. It is to your advantage, because if you forget your seed phrase, it's equally as you forgetting your password. It is absolutely necessary. Keep these security safeguards like testament on your palm. Then finally, always use extra security checks. For instance, before withdrawal or deposits can be made, or withdrawal more specifically can be made from your account, ensure that you have maybe a text message use necessary authentications. It may be by text message, it may be email authentication, it can equally be Google authentication. The reason is because it gives you extra, it helps the hacker or the person that is intending to steal your funds to go the extra mile. And at that point, you can easily detect when your account is being hacked. So as much as possible, try not to give any entity control over your email. Try as much as possible. If in any circumstance you give anybody control over your email, then ensure that you equally have other security measures by especially Google authentication. Now, the only disadvantage of using Google authentication is maybe your mobile phone gets stolen or gets damaged. However, you can still use Google authentication to recover some of the things. So it just becomes a little difficult that way. So these are the necessary security safeguards, security tips in the cryptocurrency network. Then let me just add one. Always be extra careful of links that you click on, especially links that tell you that you should claim maybe an airdrop or connect your account to a particular network. Anything that tells you to connect, kindly be careful. This is actually an hungry space. And the reason why I can tell you for free why cyber criminals like Bitcoin is because it is immutable. So it is to their advantage. They may get arrested, yet if they refuse to disclose their password, they can be questioned for it. So thank you for joining this session. I really, really appreciate for joining this bootcamp. Let us go to questions. Questions. If you have any question, kindly go ahead and ask. Let me just dab my face a little because I'm sweating. Before I make a final announcement, then we call it a date for this particular bootcamp. We'll see again next month, hopefully. I strongly believe that this session is not just for newbies, it's actually for anybody who is actually interested in the cryptocurrency space, who already has ongoing research or is already trading. So there's nothing wrong with you asking questions. So let me just hear a few questions. I'll give opportunity for 5 questions. I'll give opportunity for 5 questions before I make the announcements. I'll give opportunity for. Oh, I guess nobody's asking questions. Try and make it as swift as possible. Okay, there are no questions. Let me just go ahead with my announcement and call it a day. Quite a number of persons. Let me just ask, do you equally want to make money trading cryptocurrency too? Yesterday, while I was discussing, I mentioned the fact that there are quite a number of opportunities in the cryptocurrency space. And one of the major ones is actually trading cryptocurrency. And I can tell you for a fact that the opportunities in making money in cryptocurrency is numerous. For instance, you can be a trader, you can be an investor, you can be a staker, or even an hodler. Each of these investment possibilities comes with necessary knowledge and connected with it. And one of the things which I can assure you that in this cryptocurrency space, investing in knowledge is actually very, very fundamental. I did not just grow up to this particular level, which I am today. I had sacrificed close to 4 years learning and mastering cryptocurrency up to this particular level. So my delight at the moment is I equally want to share this possibility with quite a number of persons. I want to reach out to a lot of persons who want to equally join this space. So let them go ahead. And at the moment, quite a number of persons have been asking, is it safe to buy Bitcoin or Ethereum now? Is this project legitimate? Is this project good enough? And the truth of the matter is I can't be answering every of this question. And that is why I thought about this particular class, the cryptocurrency mastery course. And I will be revealing the secret and ease in trading cryptocurrency in a 10-day cryptocurrency mastery class. And I know the question is, what would you be benefiting from this particular course? I will be showing you, or you will understand how Bitcoin works, specifically how the blockchain technology works. That's number one. Number two, you will get to understand how to get started with buying and selling cryptocurrencies on your own. You're not giving anybody your money, you're doing it yourself. Number three, you will understand how to confidently invest in cryptocurrencies, whereby in this particular session, I will be revealing good project, how to find out whether a project or not is good. You can be able to carry out the necessary analysis on any of the projects that you'll be willing to invest in. And fourthly, number four, you'll be able to set up your own cryptocurrency wallet on different exchange platforms. At the moment, I trade in about 3 exchange platforms. I trade on Binance, I trade on Ubi, and I trade on KuCoin. And the reason why I trade on each of these platforms is because I find the user case of each of the apps absolutely accessible and usable. And I'll be giving everybody interested in this course access to each of these apps. Number five, you will equally get to understand cryptocurrency trading strategy, which you can start implementing today. Quite a number of newbies just go to the market and test, go here and there, and do a lot of mistakes and all. I'll be revealing my top trading strategies, which I have mastered for a good number of years now. Number six, I will show you how to read the order book. You will get to understand whether a particular coin has been overbought or has been oversold. You will equally get to know how to conduct necessary technical analysis. Then, I will equally guide you on advanced risk management and money management technique in the cryptocurrency space. Then finally, I will lead you through how to understand market cycles, that is, analyze historical performance to optimize your performance in the cryptocurrency space. Now, here are my additional bonuses, which you'll be getting if you join this course. I'll be revealing my top 10 exclusive altcoins for the bull run, which is valued at about $100. I would equally be giving a full access to my cryptocurrency and investment library, books which are not just found anywhere. They are books which I paid for, and I'll be giving you access to. It's not an abuse to copyright, but I will be giving you access to my e-library. Then you'll be getting a one-on-one lifetime cryptocurrency mentorship session with me. Number four, you'll be getting daily market analysis and news which can disrupt the space. Number five, you'll be getting daily signals. Then finally, I'll be revealing my top 10 risk management strategy, which will equally include how to manage your market emotions and all. I know the next question is, how much is this class? But let me jokingly ask you, how much are you willing to pay to learn how to make money from the comfort of your home? Considering the economy of the country and every other thing, I guess this is actually a big opportunity for everybody or anybody to actually quickly dive into the system. The total value of just my bonus is capped at $1,000. That is so much money and the value which you'll be benefiting from this particular class or course. But however, I have to consider the fact that I want quite a number of persons to take advantage of this particular course. So I will be bringing down the fee from $1,000 to $100 flat rate for everybody interested in this particular course. However, being that this class is low, I'm not just organizing it alone. The class actually is equally giving a 50% discount for anyone interested in this course, making it 25,000 naira. And one of the most amazing parts of my course is the fact that anybody that starts or that pays for my course gets to practice how to trade with me. It is compulsory that every of my students buys at least $40 to $50 for a start, whereby you will use it for yourself, not for me. You use it to practice how to trade before me. I'll be teaching you how to buy, how to sell, how to take profits when necessary. I'll be giving you necessary signals on how to move in the market. Now, are there guarantees? I have 2 guarantees for everyone. Number 1 guarantee is if you're not interested in this course, or maybe you have paid, I will give you a 48 hours full return on funds. 48 hours. I will give you everything fully. However, if you are paid for this class and we go through this class, after the class and you followed every of my instructions and the principles which I taught, and you do not make profit within 7 days, this is my statement. I will give you back your money and add a written apology written by my hand, telling you that I'm sorry for wasting your time and giving you back your full money and telling you that you can go. But guess what? At the moment, all of the students which I have taught come back to me with testimonies, which I will not be willing to share at the moment, but subsequently I'll start sharing them. No one has requested for a refund until now. It is a bragging right. I am telling you that for free. And what is the payment method? You can actually pay to the link. To the link on your screen. It's actually a link which I copied. Let me see. This is actually the link. This is actually the link. Let me make it bold so that everybody can see. It's still not showing. I don't know why it's still not showing. Let me return to the normal mode so that everybody can at least see the link. So that is the link you'll be paying to. And after you're done paying, you'll be auto-redirected into the class. Now, I'm sure that quite a number of persons will be concerned on, let me even meet this person before I pay for this course, or let me connect with you. Yeah, you can connect with me on my IG page at Isaac Idro, or you can literally follow me on I am Isaac Idro on Twitter. So on every of these platforms, kindly chat me up and we'll get started. And I can tell you for a fact that nobody who invests in cryptocurrency obeys my strategies has ever lost money. And let me just add a little story before I conclude. In the cryptocurrency space, one of the things which you cannot beat is the knowledge curve. And the truth of the matter is, you either pay, there are 2 ways which you pay for this knowledge. It's either you pay it by yourself, or you pay someone to teach you to avoid making certain errors. The market does not just exist on its own, the market exists on principles. And trying to bypass or being smart, which is very good, to bypass being taught and go straight to the market and start trading. I have met quite a number of newbies who made fundamental errors, and some of them were even attempting to commit suicide, which I had to step in to actually give them counseling. So rather than attempting to be smart, kindly consider paying for this particular course. And I assure you that making profits is not even a topic to be discussed. It is compulsory. You must make profit. And I can assure you equally that you are enjoying a lifetime mentorship with me. And part of the things which I do for every of my students is the fact that I usually have a monthly review for all of them. Monthly review of accounts. Quite a number of them can ask me any question any time of the day and I would answer. So I'll be glad if you actually take advantage of this opportunity because the value is much. So kindly take the link and make your buy order at the moment. There's someone asking, how much can one start with? Let me just quickly mention something. The amount which is comfortable to start with is the amount that you can forget for a minimum of 3 months. That is why I made it flexible that you can start with $50. That makes it very easy for you to get acquainted to the market. I started with as low as $45, and in 14 days, I grew my $45 to way above $75. I was taught by someone, I paid my price, I paid for these things. And I can tell you that at the moment, I can manage nothing less than 10 Bitcoins trading. That is how much I've mastered my onions. So I'll be glad if you join me for this session. Kindly make your payment. You'll be auto-redirected to the class and see you on the other side. Good night, everyone. Thank you. Good night.